So just at the spot I marked yesterday to carry on the trail at Mawgan Porth. It's about 20 to 10, it's raining, got the wet weather gear on and it's miserable. Rain forecast on and off this morning, but brightening up this afternoon. The goal of today is just to get to Wadebridge. I think I was originally going to try and get further, but I'm going to try and look for some accommodation there tonight and just get through the next couple of days, and then the weather's supposed to improve. So Mawgan Porth, here we go, and going to hit the trail now. Somehow managed to lose the coastal track, so I'm very close to it. The rain hasn't abated. It's not heavy. Having said that, the moment I start saying that, it seems to increase a little bit. But I'm probably going to put the phone away in a dry bag in the main pack shortly, just in case. I can see everyone thinking, "Thank heavens for that." Yeah, so making reasonable progress because it's road walking, I guess. But I'll be dead keen to get back on the coastal track, even though it might be a little bit slippy after all the rain last night. It's started to look a little bit brighter, but just need to get through to lunchtime, 1 o'clock, because that's when it's supposed to improve a little bit. And this is while the rest of the UK is enjoying glorious weather. And look at this. Not only is there a cafe, but I found the coastal track again, a third of a mile away. Here we go. It's what, 500 metres, I guess, or so. Let's do it. Let's have a stop early in the day. Why not? Cafe doesn't open until 10:15. It's about until 10:30. It's about 10:15 now. So I'm just going to put my phone away in a dry bag, and then we'll see what happens from there. Might push on, might just hang around. So I was walking along in the rain. Apparently inside a car, some people were saying, "Look at that poor guy there." And the driver, Alan, said, "Don't worry about him, he's in his element." So this is Louise, who left Scotland in 1982 to go to Vancouver. I'm the same, I was in the 80s too. Louise and Alan and Linda. Hello. And they've just shouted me a lovely scone and a cup of tea. And how cool is that? Thanks heaps, guys. Thank you very much. It's been lovely chatting with you.
We're lucky to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Good luck on your journey. Yeah.
Thank you.
I hope it all goes well.
I'm sure it will.
Hardly any rain.
Let's get the rain over today, eh?
We don't like.
So just leaving the cafe now. That was a nice little stop. Got shouted a breakfast tea and a scone by those lovely people, Linda, Louise and Alan. Thank you so much if you ever happen to venture onto this video. And hit the trail now, still wet, but hey, it's not driving wind and it's not heavy rain at the moment, but I'm going to put the phone away now. Just stopped raining for the last 5 minutes or so, and the track takes me right up against the cliff edge again. But I'm all on my lonesome. And it's actually, this is pretty cool actually, rain or not. The rain's not been heavy. Actually, it doesn't look as though it's a huge fall there. Looks like there's a bit more give. Oh, mind you, I wouldn't like falling down there, but still it's not all the way down. Here we go. Yes, you definitely wouldn't want to be doing this on a foggy evening and step a foot off the trail. Nasty little drop there. A beautiful cove though. I've had a rain-free half an hour and I'm heading very shortly into Porth. Might grab some lunch if some's available. And Porth Beach, almost deserted, which is understandable today, I guess. Look at this. In the middle of nowhere, somebody's built a shelter just for backpacks. Huh. Would you believe it? My backpack is just loving it. Look at that, it's got its feet up. So, back to the real world. It started raining again, probably for the last 20 minutes or so. It's not too bad. I'll just push on now. I've had a little bit of a break, a little bit of a snack for lunch, and maybe not quite halfway to Wadebridge yet, but Need to keep moving, but I've been taking it quite cruisy today. It's not been pouring rain, and you know, it should have cleared by now. It obviously hasn't, and I think it might be set for the day perhaps, but need to make progress, so here we go. And it's been pretty steady rain this afternoon. It's a miserable sort of day while the rest of the UK basks in sunshine. It's a bit frustrating, but there's nothing to do about it. Try to stay off-road as much as I can. There's a place called Little Petherick. I think I can cross the main road here. Apologies, that was Tragona, not Little Petherick. I'm heading to Little Petherick. I've found a public pathway here that shows on the GPS. So I'll just follow this and see where it goes. It takes me well off the main drag, which is great. And it's brought me onto this little pathway here, which doesn't quite match up with the GPS, but let's see where this goes. Took me through that little gate and into a, probably I'm guessing, a very old graveyard. '70s, 1990s, on the main road again here, and a pathway called the Saints Way. I've just been on that road, that A road, for about 100 metres. There's no way I wanted to be on there, so I'm going to take the Saints Way and see where that brings me out. That's pretty cool. With the doors at the top in the middle, obviously some previous storehouse or something. In the old farming days, I'm guessing. Heading towards a place called Trenance and then Trevance. Lots of the Cornish names start with TRE. Let's try and find out why. Not a single car on this lane. Oh, there's one going past. Mind you, that's not this lane though, is it? Oh, there's another one. Well, that was funny. I didn't hear them either. Now, whether or not I'll put that video on makes me look a bit silly. Let's see. This village is called St Izzy. Oh, there's a car. Hey, buddy. Straight on here. Because they don't call me Straight on Nile for nothing. And eventually, in probably about, I'm guessing about 45 minutes, I'm just going to pick up the trail as recommended by the guidebook. But I'm picking it up much further down. And then I think that takes me all the way into Wadebridge, which is just a great result because I've spent probably less than a quarter of a mile on A roads today. I found a real backward sort of back road route, which has been totally safe, and I'm really happy about that. It's probably been slightly longer. They've probably been slight long cuts, almost like sometimes two sides of a triangle, but it's just been very, very safe. Now there is a public footpath. Just had a quick look at it. It looks pretty diabolical. To go on the road will cost me probably another minute, very little, considering the last public footpath cut my legs a little bit. I think we'll skip on this and we'll just go along the road. The camel trail, that's where the public footpaths would have come out. I'll tell you what, I'm pretty pleased I didn't. Made the right call there. So I'm about to join the camel trail. I'm still 2.5 miles from Wadebridge though, but hopefully this trail's pretty decent. Well, it does look very decent, doesn't it? But the bad news is it's about it's about 3.5 miles, not 2.5. But hey, look, it's just gone 4:30, probably looking now about 5:45 arrival in Wadebridge. But if this trail is like this, I'm more than happy. Just cruise. It's not raining. Rain jacket's coming off in a moment. Just enjoy myself. It's been very easy walking on the camel trail. I'm not having to worry about cars either. Oh, I think we're coming up to a sign giving the indication of distance. I've probably done, I don't know, half an hour, half a mile, 3/4 of a mile. No, it looks like I've done a mile because past it was 2 miles. And obviously the sign for Wadebridge has disappeared, vanished. And that was the camel trail. And that is Wadebridge. That's a welcome sight. Booked ahead, rang through and booked ahead a short while ago. Great news. So that was day 8. Pretty much rained most of the day, which was a bit of a downer, but it wasn't really heavy rain at any time, so it was manageable. But had the wet gear on most of the day. Did 30k in the end, but the last k.5 was just to get from Wadebridge to the accommodation, which unfortunately is right on the outskirts of town and the opposite outskirts where I need to be tomorrow. That's a bit of a downer, but hey, and a bit of a climb to the accommodation as well when I got here. I was feeling a bit tired when I finished. Rang through with about an hour or hour and a half before I got here to see if there's any available space at the travel lodge here, and there was. That was a real score. You know, I felt, I don't know, I felt like a frog who's found a good frog pond. Really good, really happy. It was a long day. Came off the track deliberately and found my way through the road system, only using Be Quiet roads, and that was good. But a couple of long cuts in there which increased the Ks, but over and all a really good day. Highlight today was, well, definitely meeting Linda, Louise and Alan, who shouted me a scone and breakfast tea, which was lovely of them, really nice of them. And the low light of today, the weather, yeah. And also when I found out that tomorrow's forecast, which 24 hours ago had been reasonable, has now deteriorated as well. So tomorrow's weather's going to be rubbish as well. So plan tomorrow is to get to Boscastle or Boscastle, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. And today's start was quite late because of the bad weather and the really heavy rain around about 8 o'clock this morning. So I only got going about 9:45. So hopefully tomorrow I'll get cracking a lot earlier than that. So that was day 8 from Lizard and day 5 from Land's End.